Okay, hello, Nintendo Wii here, or Let's Play Retro Games if you're watching me on YouTube. I just want to do another quick update on my game, Super Donuts. As you can see, there's 8 days left on the Kickstarter, so thank you very much for everyone who's backed the game so far. So please enjoy this quick look at some new updates and a look at things to come. So if I get up these notes here, you can see that I've sort of got a list of all the different worlds that I want to go through. I'm about halfway through yet, I haven't finished ticking them all off, although they're not really in the right order. There's another list of things that I've got to do here. Again, I'm about halfway through now, and there's a terrible drawing that I did at the bottom. And here's another list of would like to have things that I'm not entirely sure whether will be possible or not. But as you can see, I am making quite good progress. And let's show you some things that you didn't see last time. So if we go back to the start of the game, I'll show you the title screen. If I just press test game here, that might take a little while, so while that's doing that, I'll take you through an overview of some of the newer levels. Here's one that you saw being built the other day, so this one's finished now. I will be looking to change the actual tile sheets for these different levels in the future, but for now I'm just getting the layouts done. Here's another one that you can see a time lapse of, so that one's finished. Level 6, what's that? This one is the one that's based on Green Hill Zone. I'm hoping to do some loop-the-loops or something similar. This one's kind of empty at the moment, I was just really testing it out. Level 5 here, this one's in the demo, so you might have played this one already. Level 4. This one's using some of the new tiles, which I hope the rest of the levels will have this sort of feel to them. As you can see, like places like this, there's still some tidying up that needs to be done, but I think they look fantastic so far. Amazing job. And these monkeys here, obviously they're going to be better sprites. And you can see I've organised it now, so there's World 1, World 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and World 8, which is an unlockable extra world that unlocks when you've finished the game. And that will also include any Kickstarter levels, unless I find some way of incorporating it within these or within the level select screen. So this is finally finished compiling, and hopefully I'll be able to show you the game. Here we go. So you can see I've moved the secrets found bit to the side. That will eventually be a one out of, say, 50 or 100, however many secrets are going to be in the game, and then there'll be an overall percentage just below here. The share on Twitter button actually does work if you're playing it on iOS. I haven't tested it on Android yet, but I presume it's the same. This button up here, reset all, that will eventually reset everything back to the original state. So if we click on high scores here, you can see at the moment there's only World 1 and World 4 on there, but it will have all the different worlds. And test is a test level. If you press start, this brings up all the levels that I've made so far, including the boss levels at the bottom. And how to play has now been redone, so I'll quickly show you through this. I've rewritten the instructions. I think they look a lot nicer with this new font. And I have to take these headphones off for a second because it's a bit loud. You can probably hear it still anyway. So you can see here that I've added an extra bit. The exit will open when all the lost donuts are collected. So there's one here. And to get up there you have to go fast enough up that ramp. You can jump up there and pick up the other donut, and that opens the finish. There you go. And this bit here doesn't quite work properly, but this explains how the score is calculated. So you get a score for finishing the level, and obviously you get timed as well. And then the overall score is calculated by taking the score, dividing it by the time. So the faster you do, obviously, the less the score is going to be divided. And then timesing the whole thing by 30, which I worked out gives you roughly what your score was, and then a sort of time bonus or time penalty, depending on how fast or slow you finish the level. And then you get a rank based on all of that. And it says here, collect as many sweets as you can and finish in the shortest time possible. Obviously that screen is going to be completely redrawn. I'm not happy with the way it looks. It's just a proof of concept kind of thing. So here we go, here's the level select screen. I'm sure you saw a bit of this before, so I won't go into too much detail. So it goes level 1, 2, 3, and then this bit here, this will actually be all the way down, and it will open up when you finish the boss. So I will really quickly run through these 3 levels so I can show you the boss, because I've played these levels a million times, so I know them back to front. So there we go, there's the first one, and you go up here, pick up that sweet. Sorry about all the pop-ups in the corner of the screen. I won't get a great score because I missed out on some of the sweets down the bottom, but it might give you a good idea of what it was like. There you go, so I got rank B, level 1-1 complete, a score of 2,900, a time of 19 seconds, and an overall score, which is that divided by that times 30, of 4,579. So woohoo! And eventually that will go onto the high scores list. And you can see here now I've got this red flag because I've finished the level. We'll go to level 2, and I will really quickly run through this. Don't worry, the levels will be improved by the time of release. And obviously on your first time playing you won't be able to get through them as fast as I am. So you hit that switch and that turns the fans off. I can't remember if I showed this in the last video, so I won't spend too much time on it. But if you jump down here, then you can get that special suite and get to the exit. And I got a rank A on that because I did it really fast. Time of only 22 seconds. An overall score of 5,000. And another flag. And level 3, this one's in the demo, so some of you might have played this level already. And I'm not exactly showing it off too well, but if you did struggle, here's how to do it. There's two different ways of getting to this one. You can either float up there or you can jump on that spring at the bottom. There we go, back up here, and this is the first level that shows off the screen wrapping, which I think is pretty cool. I'll try and get the special suite that's up there. Damn. I'm not doing the best. Oh yeah, you can jump over that bit as well. Let me try and get the special suite. It's not that hard, it shouldn't be too difficult to get. Although if anyone does think the levels are too hard, I can always change the difficulty down a bit. I might need to change it down for myself getting this. There we go, got it. And obviously when you're playing it on the phone you'll be using the... I've still got an S rank, so I haven't actually set the scores up for this level yet because you can see that my score was actually higher than the overall score. So now these 3 levels have been completed, I should get red flags on all of them, and this would open up this one here, which is the boss level. So if you click on this, it takes you to the boss. Which I thought I came up with a great way of killing him. I thought it was really, really cool. So you actually roll around the goal and you have to use it to hit the boss. And what makes this difficult is that he should be spawning smaller birds which can also attack you, as well as dropping giant poos at me, of course. So he's nearly dead. One more hit. You can see his health follows him around, which I thought was a good idea to keep track of how many hits are left, because a lot of games don't give you that at all. And when this level's finished, I don't actually want it to display 2 different goals, I just want it to do one. And then you can see how that disappeared, and then you move on to World 2. And World 2's also got 4 levels, and World 2's boss will appear there. And then World 3, World 4, etc. I'll show you how far this goes. None of this is finalised yet, it's just literally to give you the idea of the level select screen. And you can see if you go this way and up this ramp, then you can get to level 4 too, and World 3 EX. I wonder if there's anything in there. I think I've done most of the levels so far. Yes, so here you go, here's a new level that you haven't seen before. Let's take you through this one. So there's one of the hidden donuts, there's another one somewhere on the other side. So you can see how you have to get your speed up for the first time you go up there to get that sweet. This level's actually kind of complicated, so I might try and simplify it a bit, because there's a lot of different paths you can take on this one. But obviously I know my way around. So there you go, the access opened, and then you get a really cool section that lets you have a bit of build a bit of speed up. Down here. Whee. So you can see them speed loops. I'm not sure what they'll be in the final game, but something like that. And then you go up here and come back down again, and there's all these bumpers. I was just testing the bumpers out. I'm planning on making a sort of pinball style level. There we go, down here, there's the finish. I'll show you a few more levels before I won't show you everything because I don't want to ruin the surprise, obviously. Let's see if there's any World 4 ones. Let's try 4-3. I can't remember which ones have actually made levels 4 and which ones haven't. So here's another example of using the speed boosts to get something. Damn it, just missed out. So you can see how you build speed up and go around the corner, and eventually you'll be able to get the suite up there, which is really hard to get to. but the main path you're meant to take is up here. So that's another example of the screen looping to pick things up. And that's going to be a checkpoint. Again, these levels aren't finalised, it's only just me playing around with some ideas at the moment. I've got a lot drawn down on paper. I forgot that happens. Maybe I won't have quite so many bumpers. Yeah, that's a bit too much and impossible to get through. It's making my eyes go funny. Yeah, I didn't really think this one through. But once you do get past there, it does carry on a little bit. I've done a little bit more of the level. Oh, you don't want to go that way yet because that'll take you back to the start. So you want to go this way and try and bounce yourself up to him. There you go. And then you can see the exit opened up there. So I'm trying not to make the game too easy, but not too hard at the same time. And I'll pick one more level to show you. Let's see how far I've actually got. I'll go all the way to the end. I can show you some of my plans for the space level, which is the space world, which is world 7, which is right at the end of this. I might separate these areas up so it's easier to navigate from one side to the other. But you can see as it's in space, you get into this awful looking spaceship, which don't worry, it won't look that bad. And then, yeah, there will be some sort of animation there. And you can see here the gravity is weaker. I'm not sure which ones of these levels I've actually finished. So let's see. Just really playing around with different ideas at the moment. I haven't set the gravity up on this one properly. Game dev, everyone. Kind of set it, but not really. But you can sort of see how you can just float around a bit. Maybe that was a bad example. Let's close this. I'll show you a good level. Which ones these can I show? Is there even anything there? No, nothing in that one. That was me trying to do a fly-in stage. Nothing much in that one either. Must have been in a different build that I was doing the space levels. Don't worry about that. Here's another level that I was building the other day. This one is a really complicated stage for the bridge world. So it's quite near the end of the game, so I made this one fairly challenging. Here's another concept that I'm trying to get working. I'll just save this one. It's actually using cranes to pick the donut up. Right, so this is finished. Let's see if it actually does work. I'm still playing around with this, so I'm not completely sure if it will. Hopefully it lets me go. Yeah, it did. So there you go. You can see how you get picked up and put down by the crane. It doesn't seem to be putting me back down just yet. And I don't know where I've gone. Work in progress. And that doesn't really work either. But let's go back, press start, and I'll show you the World 2 boss, if I can. Well, that didn't really go in the right place. Here's one of the snowman enemies, so you can see how they work. Maybe not the best example, because I haven't really decided where to put him yet. But at least this will give you an idea of a bigger level. Actually, this one was sort of in the trailer, so you might have already seen this one. Maybe I'll play a different level. I'll show you another sort of idea that I was trying to come up with, kind of mixed in with the idea of having the bumpers. Actually, when you press left or right, it will send these pinball flippers up so that you get bounced around, which is really cool. I'm just trying to come up with different ways of playing the game without being able to jump, obviously. Okay, here we go. So you can see that when you, well, you can't see, but when I press the left and right buttons, the flippers activate, and depending on how hard you press it, that's how hard you get hit into the air. Obviously this layout is only a test area. See if I can actually get out of here. Probably not. So as you can see, it's sort of starting to take shape, but really the game's still completely all over the place. So I've got to try and sort my ideas out in order. Try and fix the level complete screen so it doesn't look so ugly. Make some more boss fights because I've only got 2 at the moment, World 2 and World 1. I've got ideas for the rest of them, but it might take a little bit of time to get more working. And I think I need to stop making ideas and just come up with some different level layouts. I'm thinking make it more like not just left and right levels, sort of more up and down and left and right with some hidden donuts around. Here's another level with some different ideas. This one actually uses quite a lot of ideas from the different levels, so let's see if this one actually works. Okay, so the idea on this one, I'm not sure what these are going to be yet either, but the idea is to try and push these apples at the moment into this fruit basket, and when you do it will oh no, I've lost one. Yeah, I haven't really made this very well. So once you did get them all in there, then it would open up and you'd be able to get the secret sweet that was inside. But I think I've lost my chance of getting this now. But you can see the sticky donut working here. So when you're sticky, you can climb up any wall that has this sort of pink outline. But it doesn't last very long. You get about 10 seconds and then you turn back into a normal donut. And then you have to try and make your way back up before the time runs out. And when you're sticky, these jelly floors don't affect you. And hopefully the warp works. Yep, so you get warped to a different location, as you can see there. I'm not sure about the foreground, I might have to try and fix that. And the bananas. And down here there should be one of these wheels that you use to attack the first boss, but I'm not sure where that's gone. And you can see I use the fans there to jump up and rescue that donut. Oh, there it is, it's gone down there for some reason. That's supposed to come down here with you. I think it's because the gravity changes when you turn into a sticky donut. And that might make it kind of difficult to get over there. Never mind, it's still early days. I have until December. Or I've given myself until December. And that didn't really work either, but when you put all 5 of them in there, it does make that secret sweet. Well, it's work in progress. Maybe that was a bad level to show you. Still, there's plenty more to come. Some nice big open levels like this. Plenty of places to build speed up. I've got a long way to go, but hopefully you can see that I've also come a long way. Thank you for your support. I did send out an update the other day saying that if you have ideas for characters, then let me know what sort of world theme you want them to be in, and I'll try and make that happen for you. They can be either enemies, they can be NPCs that give you an item or an enemy, or not an enemy, they give you an item or a special ability or something like that, or they can just be random things that are walking or flying around in the distance. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I really hope you look forward to the game. Maybe I'll put out another demo in a few months' time, but for now I'm just going to wait for the Kickstarter to finish, get everyone's ideas together, and then crack on with some actual game development. So thanks for watching so far. Thanks for watching so far. Thanks for all the support, and I'm sure I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.